Hey everybody, this is Vandal6 Actual, and we're back in 7 Days to Die with another shelter in place. Quick rundown of the rules. It is day one. We have a horde on day one. We have to find the very first structure that we come across and turn that into a base that can withstand the horde. This is not going to be any day one horde. Just before the horde hits, I'm going to give myself 300,000 XP. That's going to kick the level up, that's going to kick the XP way up, and that's going to give us a nice big horde. We're talking at least in the 20 to 30 range, 20 to 30 zombie range. So, and all I'm giving myself to help with this is a level 1 pistol with 50 rounds, and I've got a padded hood with a helmet light mod. That's so you can see, not so much so it helps me. So, we're going to get a move on. But I'm going to bend the rules a little bit this time. And that is only because two things. First of all, it started us right here amid all of these structures. But the very first one that I laid eyes on was the blown out building over here. And if you watched any of my Blood Moon Blitz series, you know I fought multiple hordes in that exact thing. So there's really not a whole lot of challenge in me building a base out of that because I know exactly what to do. So what we're going to do is turn this direction where I can't see any structures. We're going to head east from here, and we're going to start looking for something in the very first structure we come across, unless it's one we've already fought a horde in and shelter in place. We're going to go ahead and set up base there. We started this at 8 o'clock. It's now 8:36 as I'm talking to you about all this, but we're going to get a move on, and we'll find our place, and we'll loot whatever we can and grab whatever we need along the way. Whatever resources we can find, that's what we've got to work with. So let's get a move on. Alright, so as I've said in the past, I'm only taking the things that are going to make a difference for me tonight. So things that I would normally want to keep for the future, I don't care about. This is a one-day game. We're not building on this in future episodes. We're just going to start over in future episodes. So we're just going to grab whatever matters for now. If we come across a trader, and there is a trader that way, but we're not heading that way. So if we do happen to come across a trader and we pick things up that we can sell, we'll go ahead and sell them and see what we can buy from them. But that's not my primary concern. My primary concern is getting the resources that I need to build a base. A couple of things to keep in mind. I have increased the XP modifier in this, or the XP multiplier in this. It is up to 200%. That is to help us level up even faster, to make things happen even faster in the game. Not so much that I can get additional skill points, because let's be realistic. A few skill points isn't going to make a huge difference in one horde night. It makes a difference over time, but we already have 4 of them that we've got to apply here. So we're not really talking about something that's going to help us a ton right now. So that's all that's for. I do not have the loot abundance changed, so I'm finding exactly the same amount of stuff that I would find on any other normal day one. But with the level, or with the XP multiplier, it does help us to find things a little bit faster because the game stage goes up a little bit faster, so we get better loot in our garbage faster, or in whatever we're looking through faster. But it's not enough to make a real big difference on day one, so not something that I'm terribly concerned with. Alright, so another burned out place right here. I don't know if we saw the house or Eric's stuff first, but let's go ahead and call it Eric's stuff. We won't bother with these 2 burned out places, because like I said, we're walking past these right now. But I think we're going to go ahead and set up in Eric's stuff, and we'll get in there in a minute and see what we've got, and then we can go loot that house just to see what's over there. Like I said, we can take anything that we find between now and when the horde starts. So that's all going to be there to help us. Weapons, whatever we can locate. Alright, so here we've got some armor. So we're going to go ahead and wear that armor. That's going to help us out. We can just leave our scrap boots behind. Let's get over into this one as well and see what we've got. I'm not a big fan of being in this biome, but it's for one day. It's not the end of the world. There's another house over there that we can hit as well. So let's grab that, scrap it. We're going to go ahead, while we're waiting for him to get here, I'm going to go ahead and level up into Pummel Pete, because I can go ahead and immediately craft a better wooden club. And that's going to help us as we go around looting stuff today. And overall, it's just going to be a big help for us. That's a level 1, so I believe it's got room for 1 mod, which is good enough for us. Better than what we have right now. So let's modify this. Actually, we can't modify that. Let's do this. Let's go grab our mod out of this and complete that. We will mod you, throw you in there, complete you, wear you because you are better than what we had. So we can go ahead and scrap that level 1 hood now. Let's get into Eric's stuff. I want to find out what I've got to work with as quickly as possible. Alright, we got a car over here. Let's go ahead and loot this first. And got a pig. Looks like we've got a small town here, so we have options. I'm going to grab that shovel because we're going to need it for collecting cobblestone. And bandages, I want to go ahead and make as many of these as I can because I don't want to use that bandage right now if I don't have to. Alright, let's get inside. Grab the chair for the wood. Usually nobody in here. Okay. Nobody here, not a whole lot here either. We'll grab that just in case we happen to come across a thing here, but I really don't care about the food. I grabbed one. We'll go ahead and use these right now just to get nice and well fed, and then scrap cans, scrap the chairs, and that's all we care about for food right now. There's not a whole lot in here, so this is going to be an interesting one to use to fight. I think we'll knock out the garage door, maybe knock out a little bit of this wall, let them just kind of come in here as a pass-through. We'll build up these lower levels here as cobblestone, and we'll build out a better platform for ourselves up here on the top. And I think that's going to be what we do. There's not a whole lot of options in this place, so... but we do have a weapons bag, which could have some good stuff in it. If I can... There we go. Alright, so we got another pistol. We got more rounds. I'm going to grab that pistol. The mod I don't care about. We got another helmet light mod, too. I'll go ahead and grab those, and I'm just going to I'm going to move them to another location here. I'm just going to drop this stuff into the cash register for now, because I don't need it. And I'm not going to use any of these things. In fact, I'll put the coal in there as well. The chili can go in there because I'm not going to use the chili. Alright, so we are in pretty good shape supply-wise. There's something else down here that we'll go ahead and get as well in a little while. But for right now, I want to go ahead and get looting and get to collecting some resources. I'm going to use that level 1 shovel that we got. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and put that down in my belt. I'm going to use that for digging up some soil here in a little while so that we can make some cobblestone. We've got some rocks that we can take out. I love these wood piles. You get so much wood out of these things. That's like, what, 5 hits? 4 hits or 5 hits, and I got 30 wood out of it. So, kind of hard to complain about that. But I'm going to go ahead and do some looting here, and most of it's going to get edited out. I'll put in any meaningful stuff, but for the most part, you're not going to see what happens here. If I find anything of any real importance, I will go ahead and point that out before I start building out the base. And then I'll get the build done, and mostly we'll be back in time to see what I've done to the base. So I'll be back in a little while. Alright, we are back, and we are getting up here into our fighting position. We've got just a little bit of time left here. In fact, let me just give you a quick walk around so you can see what I've done. I have fortified the walls on the sides of this place. I've cleared out everything inside of here. I have strengthened up to some degree the outside edges of this thing. In fact, let me go ahead and just strengthen up this corner a little bit further, just in case they stack up over here. I think that's probably, yeah, I've only got 6 left. Alright, so out front you can see that all it is I just knocked out the door, knocked out the window here, so they have another pathway through here. I wanted this to basically be just a complete pass-through. We have beefed up the area up top a little bit. Now that's going to allow them to get to us. So if I was to go ahead and instead put half blocks in there, that'd probably be better. So let's go ahead and do that. Alright, so let me... Oh, we're cutting it really close now. But I don't want them to be able to get up here and knock out these blocks from underneath me at the last second. So I should be able to... No, I don't want to take both of those out at the same time. So let's see. Can I get that one in there? Yes, I can. And then right here. And of course... Alright, we are perilously close now, so I should go ahead and get up top right now. There we go. We are now level 19, so that should give us a really good Horde Knight. Got that in just at the last possible second, so hopefully that does give us the kind of Horde Knight that I'd like to have here. So, really should have bars in here. Let me see if I can get bars real quick. Yeah, they are definitely here. So let's go ahead and get the weapons that we're going to use. Don't have all that many rounds, so this is going to be an interesting fight. But for whatever reason, they've decided to beat on the sides rather than just come through the pass-through area there. Don't have all that many rounds, though, so I'm going to have to be careful. We should get somewhere between 20 and 30 zombies here, if my calculations are correct. I did earn a few levels. I leveled up twice, so I'm going to go ahead and while I'm sitting in here, I leveled up 2 times, I believe. So I'm going to just give myself, what do I need here? Level 3. So that's going to be too much to level up into that. So, alright, I guess we're not going to do anything here. Yes, we are, because I just leveled up again. Well, I'll do it in a minute. Alright, so... we definitely are... come on, gotta make them count, Mike. Definitely running a little low on ammo here. Let me see. How much do I have here? 66 rounds, so... 66 rounds in the hunting rifle, and it should be one-shot kills on a lot of these weaker zombies. Keep jumping up on here. I'm going to try and blow up that block. I missed. Crap. No, it's not going to work, and now they're getting a little too close. Alright. Oh, missed her. Hit the block. Missed Edgar. Alright, we got Darlene that time. I don't know why these are not more one-shot kills. And I realize I'm not getting headshots, but it's the hunting rifle. It should be taking them out pretty effectively. So, I am playing with fire at the moment, standing right here. I know that. Ah. Alright. Tom not dead. Tom dead.
That's a headshot. Crawler. That's a headshot. Alright. Don't hit your platform, Mike. Kinda need that. Pretty much, that was weird. I got a second shot on that one. Not sure how that happened, but I'll take it. Alright, so far, they're not doing too much damage. I mean, they're doing basically the damage I expected them to. They're damaging the front and back. But the sides over here, because those are all the way up to cobble, isn't really all that bad. And by building it too high, the whole way across on both sides, that basically, unless they stack up on top of each other, and I'm not giving them a good reason to stack up on top of each other, so unless they do that, they're not going to do a whole lot of damage up higher than those first two levels. But they're not stacking up on top of each other in the corner to try and get to me, because I'm in the middle, and that's protecting those sides from them stacking up. Hey, Big Mama. Alright, we got 38 rounds left here. What do we got? Alright, I think we're going to switch back over for a little bit. I think that bullet traversed her entire body, top to bottom. Alright. So let's kind of walk out on this rafter and see if we can get a view here. They're out there. I'm just not sure what they're doing at this point. Alright, Marlene is dead. Edgar is dead. I think I took out 2 with that shot, actually. Steve is injured. Tom just took one in the backside. He got Forrest Gumped. Where were you hit, son? In the buttocks, sir. Well, I'd like to see that sometime. Love that scene. Oh, better not get too close to that, because the angle of the roof is going to end up making me fall off if I'm not careful here. Alright, we got Cracky. And Cracky's dead. Alright, I think we're down to just a few left out here, and I don't think we're going to get any more. So, this one ended up being a pretty doggone decent one-day horde base. She may be the end. Let's head on outside, because I don't hear anybody. And let's take a look at what happened here. Alright, yes, it definitely appears that we are done. And this held up beautifully. Alright, so Eric's stuff, not a bad place to hold down on the first night if you are doing a horde every night, or if you just need a quick place for a decent horde protection. I mean, you're looking at level 20 right now. That's the size of a horde that you're going to get at level 20 and a game stage of level or of 24. So that's a pretty decent place to be, and we survived that with absolutely no issue whatsoever. What we have right here is A ton of damage to the front, which right there on that second row, I did not fortify that at all. That stayed wood the entire time. I actually wanted to get these corners fortified, but I ran out of cobble. I didn't mean to actually do these pieces in the front. I just kind of got carried away and ended up doing this block, and this block. If I hadn't done that, then I could have fortified those corners as cobblestone as well, and we wouldn't have had any issues. Same thing with this one back here. Just like I did on this corner over here, everything would have been fine. I didn't even need to do that block right there. So I could have easily just done up all these corners, and this thing would have all of its corner support with absolutely no issues whatsoever. They barely even made a mark on any of these walls. So in fact, let's see how much damage they did to the walls. So we've got, yeah, nothing really down low on that wall. And this one, there's one block that's down a fair amount, and that looks like it. That's the worst block of all of these cobblestone blocks. That's the worst one right here. So so this place stood up pretty well, and because it already had the upper area cleared out there, we were able to just build that platform across there. Using those half blocks, I think, was a good idea. Instead of the full blocks, because I think that they might have been able to, especially when they were right up on here, been able to do some damage to that block had it been a full block. So so that was definitely a good call to go ahead and do that. But really, I mean, this entire base was, I went around and looted, and this is what I have basically from all of that looting. I didn't even end up using most of it. I had 38 shotgun rounds. I never got a shotgun. Those would have been hugely helpful during this Horde night had I been able to use those, because of the fact that, you know, this entire thing would have been really, really close range. I mean, you could see where I was shooting from. So shotguns would have been really, really effective here, but I just never found a shotgun. I did go into a trailer park that's not too far from over here. And there is a reinforced chest inside the trailer park, so that's where a lot of the stuff came from. That's where the hunting rifle came from, the stun baton that I never used, and a couple of mods here. Never ended up using this, and the fortifying grip mod. Never ended up using them, but I did find them in there, and found quite a bit of pistol ammo. So the 50 that we started off with definitely helped, and I used some of those 50 to clear out the trailer park, because I just wanted to move fast. I didn't want to have to sit there and club away at 4 or 5 zombies that were in there. So it was helpful to have those to start off with, of course, but found enough ammo to get through the entire Horde night just over there in the trailer park in one house that I went through. And that was the bulk of it. We never even took really much damage at all in all of this, and I think I got hit by 1 zombie, and that's why I'm down 7 right now. Nothing there during Horde night actually did any damage to me, so yeah, this place held out really, really well. I'm really, really happy with how this one turned out. And yeah, a little bit of damage up there to the 3rd row. So definitely they were able to stack up a little bit and get up there, but really it really didn't matter. And they, for whatever reason, didn't really do any of that over here on the sides, which is kind of odd. I don't know what the reasoning there was. I don't know why they avoided doing any damage to those pieces, but yeah, all in all, I'd say this was a really, really, really good night. So I'm happy with how this shelter in place turned out. We survived the night, and we survived it with ammo left. We survived it with the base fully intact. We killed the entire horde well before 2 o'clock in the morning. And let's just take one quick look and see how many kills did we have. So we have 50 enemy kills. Count maybe 15 of those were just out and about in the world. So 35 enemies in that horde. So not bad for basically for a day 1 horde, even though we did jack up the XP to just generate a larger horde. Not a bad fight. So really, really, really happy with how this one turned out. I'd love to hear your feedback and what you think about this series and these ideas. If there's anything that you think that I could do to improve on this, I'd love to hear it. So leave me a comment either here on the video or on Twitter, on Instagram. Reach out to me by email. It's contact@v6agamer.com. I'd love to hear from you and love to get your feedback on that. But I think we're going to go ahead and end right here. So thank you very much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this as much as I did. If you did enjoy this video, appreciate it if you'd go ahead and hit that like button and consider subscribing to the channel and turning on notifications so you know when the next video drops. You can follow me on Twitter or Instagram. It's at Vandal6Actual. Can't wait to bring you more videos of 7 Days to Die and other games coming up soon, but that'll have to wait for next time. Until then, this is Vandal6Actual, out.